Hi, my name is Puneet and I'm from freightwalla. Our startup is a technology-enabled freight forwarding marketplace that enables businesses to search, compare, book, and track their international shipments. Our operations are currently focused on imports and exports from India. Why we're excited about working with Amazon Lex is that building a natural language interface can help bridge the adoption of technology in emerging markets. Many of our customers are family-run businesses that are not very technology forward, and for decades have been running their businesses using paper ledgers and phone calls. We believe natural interfaces such as conversational bots will significantly help them make the transition to the digital world. Now, before jumping into the demo, just a little background about our customers and the problem we're trying to solve. Being Amazon, you have a number of different sellers of goods on your platform. Imagine a few of them import their goods from countries like India. In order for them to get their goods from their factory in India to their warehouses located around the world, they need a number of different services, including transportation, warehousing, and shipping. Finding the best solution for the logistics of these shipments is complex and intimidating and largely a manual process today, consisting of several emails and phone exchanges with different providers, a process that can take from a few hours to several days to resolve. Lucky for these businesses, our company is building up a number of tools and services that help them with their needs today, and I'm going to demo a piece of that offering. Okay, so here we have our freightwalla bot in our Slack channel. And what we've done with Amazon Lex is build a digital freight forwarding assistant that helps the customer search, compare, and book ocean freight. For the purpose of this prototype, I've left out a number of services like booking transportation or digital track and trace, but hopefully after the demo you can imagine how all of that fits into this big picture. So our purpose here as a customer is going to be that we want to ship a container of fidget spinners from India to our port in Hamburg, to our customer in Hamburg. So to start with, I'm going to say I want to export to Hamburg. So this triggers our search intent, which is now going to ask me a couple of questions about the cargo. So what is a port of loading? Navasheva is the local port. Now it wants to know the type of container. So when you're shipping large packages, it's usually done by a 20-foot or 40-foot container or 40-foot high cubed. In this case, we'll stick with 20 feet because that's still a lot of fidget spinners. Okay, so we have a number of different options now. Now we've defined a series of intents that's going to help me to narrow down exactly what I want. So I have a preference for the Maersk shipping line. So let's find out some details about Maersk. Okay, so the freight rate on Maersk is $975. It has a sailing time of 29 days, and it sails every week on Friday. But I want to see what the fastest option is, because I need to get my fidget spinners there ASAP, and they're in a lot of demand. So I'm going to see what the fastest options are available. So it says it takes 22 days by the carrier Hapag-Lloyd. And it looks like the freight cost is about the same, and the total cost is a little bit more expensive, but because of the demand, I'm more interested in this sailing. So now I'm going to ask it some more questions to learn a little bit more about the sailing. So what are the cutoffs? Cutoffs are key dates that are needed for me to meet my documentation requirements and to get my cargo to the port. It looks like there are two sailings on Hapag-Lloyd coming up. Let's go for the July 25th. All in all, I feel like this is a good option for me. It works with my timelines. So I'm going to go ahead and book it. So it's just confirming some details for me. And I say yes. And there we go. I've effectively searched, compared, and booked my container all through this freightwalla bot. I think what's interesting about how we've approached this problem is that rather than having a single intent from start to finish that guides the user through every question, We've broken up search and filtering into separate intents. As a customer tells us more information via the different inquiries that I did, as you saw, we're able to refine the results. And finally, when they decide to book, we should have all the data we need to proceed. If we don't have enough information for a given intent, then we obviously prompt the user to ask for some of those details. Uh, but with this approach, I think we've created a very flexible way to search and filter that's consistent with the dialogue that our sales and operations team usually have with our customers. That's it for the demo. You can feel free to join our Slack channel and try it out. I've added some notes on our submission to give you examples for which ports you can search for. Um, and we're really excited about this technology, as I mentioned earlier. We plan to invest a lot more time and energy into the development of this bot, and are looking forward to the growth of the Lex platform as well to help us support our customers. That's it. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the demo. So I'm going to give you one more quick demo just to show you another way that we could have accomplished the same goal through different intents and different queries. So this time, let's try an import. So this time, I'm specifying the source destination as well as the shipping line that I'm interested in. Oh, let's go with the 20-foot container again. Okay, so here you can see it actually did the search and it filtered down the Maersk line for me. So it says the rate is USD 1450. There's a weekly sailing. Let's just go ahead and book it. So in this case, it's also asking me for the sailing because I didn't really specify which sailing I wanted earlier. So I'll go July 19th. And there we have it. Here's another flow that ended up with me searching and ended up with a booking, but it was a different approach that we took to do this.